All right. We're at table 3. We've got 2 non-OP05 decks. That's crazy.
Whoa.
We will assure you that, like, every other table has Purple Luffy or Sakazuki right now. Like, it is a little wild there.
Yes, 100%. That is exactly what it is.
Yeah, so we decided let's
but I mean, there's support. There's support for both of these guys, right?
Yes, 100%.
Plenty of support. I mean, there's some Sky Island stuff for Katakuri. There's raw Bluchi. That's it.
Yeah, you got it. And we were talking about this beforehand, right? Like, Luffy, like, there are a lot of black decks that are still good with the support, and it's more of the question of, is it better than Sakazuki, right? Like, that's the big question.
Right. And no.
Okay, good.
Okay, let me back it up. The only reason why Sakazuki is okay, there's a lot of reasons why Sakazuki is good.
There sure are.
One of the main reasons why Sakazuki is good is because it can filter out pretty much all the dead cards that black doesn't want it in their hand anyway. It has a lot of synergy with all the cards that it does play, like Rebecca into Hina into a bunch of other stuff, right? Yeah. And it has blue support, which means you have Houndblaze, you have 3000 Worlds, you have Gumrock if you really wanted to. This is just like a slew of blue stuff that just opens the whole thing. And while we run into a Shirahoshi, on our first turn on our 8K swing, looks like Black Luffy doesn't even have anything to play just yet.
Yeah, it looks like we got rid of a 7-cost Big Mom and I think a Brûlée. Not too surprising that Luffy doesn't have anything to play on the first 2 turns going first, because your 4-cost cards are really the money cards for this deck most of the time.
Yeah, it sure is. You want to go second because there's 2 reasons why. Well, one, display, right? You want to say swing 7. Yeah, you want to play your peril on 3. If not, you can play a Cracker. You can play any other 4 drops as well. You just want that extra Dawn. I'm just interested to see, what our next couple turns for Luffy is. It's like a 6K swing.
Yeah, 6K. We get is that either? It looks like a beige. No, I think it's beige.
Oh, is it beige? Oh.
Yeah. And
then it was.
4-drop Kuzan. Yeah.
Cool. I mean, hey, that's not a bad start. Kuzan is one of the strongest black cards. Honestly, like he's probably in like top 4. Easily.
Yeah, especially like against as Sakazuki if they play it and you don't have like you don't want to play anything anymore, right?
Pretty much.
It's rough.
Yeah, I mean it does go in correlation with our Luffy player because you can easily swing, minus something, pop something with something else, use the leader effect to place that whatever you played under the leader or something else to swing with, and looks like we're just gonna have a nice little 5K swing, which is so annoying with the Pero. He just kind of sits there. You don't want to give him a draw, and eventually you're gonna have to get rid of it.
Yeah, and like the other thing too is like you notice that there's only like I guess the 1 Borsalino in the trash for Luffy right now. In Sakazuki, like getting 3 cards to your trash is not too terrible. Okay, using the Katakuri effect, it was a 4-drop Rob Lucci, which we put to the bottom, which is not too surprising.
Yeah, I got a little bit of a debuff. Katakuri does over webcam, which is one of the reasons why you don't really see Katakuri. A lot of people don't like that. You want to control the life on both ends, and getting a Thunderbolt here is a little scary.
I'd be honestly really tempted to just play it right now.
I mean, if you already know what's up with your life and you don't really care about it, then yeah, go for it. But looks like he elected to play the Sanji. That's Altar Sanji, right?
Yeah, that's the 4-drop blocker. Yeah, it looks like they've got a close to max rarity Katakuri, which is very, very, very strong there.
That's intimidating presence.
Yeah, and so also something to mention. Oh, it's the Sakazuki.
Talking about Altar stuff.
All right,
got the little
a Dawn there. Yeah, like the. What was I going to say? Yeah, like so, but the big issue, like as Luffy, is that you only have 2 cards in your trash right now, right? Comparatively to, like Sakazuki would have like 5 or 6 cards in trash right now. You get the 1 cycle, and like the cost of sending 3 cards from your trash to the bottom of your deck for the 4-drop Lucci is pretty trivial. And in most other black decks, though, that is a cost that currently Luffy on like their 4th turn, they can't pay right now.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, bright side is we whiffed on that Pero, so you know we don't have to worry about a 7-drop coming down at this point, or an 8-drop. I think he's on 8 Don, so we don't have to worry about either one of those.
Yeah,
unless he already has one.
Yeah, 8 drops coming down for sure.
Yeah, so unless he already has one, then that's something else.
Oh, we're gonna put our own Shirahoshi to top of our life. Yeah, that's probably that's probably fine.
Sure. I mean, it depends on what's in his hand. Like, if he's setting up for a multiple Big Mom turn, which is probably going to be fine to do. Because, like, we noticed that our Black Luffy player did not swing with the Kuzan. And
we have the 8-drop Isho, though. Okay.
Isho comes down. The OG hand destruction before Law.
Yeah. And we get two of the 2 million volts. That's a lot of volts there. That's like 400 million volts over there.
That's a lot. That is a lot of volts. Well, somebody's dead for sure. I think that's probably fine for Katakuri. It's not really relevant for the next. I mean, I guess it is relevant. You know, 3K is nothing to scoff at any point for 2 Dawn, but
yeah.
I think that's probably fine. So Shirahoshi comes down. Good old graceful Charity here. And getting rid of Thunderbolt and a, what is that? I can't see it. 7-drop?
Some kind of glare, yeah.
I think that's 7-drop. I could be wrong. Okay, so we're at 10 Dawn. And we're gonna say let the games begin. Depending on what we're valuing. Oh yeah. You already know what's going on here. You already know. Probably A key swing to face. I don't think there's really any value to swing at the Sakazuki here. Big Mom comes down to do its thing. One of the things, you know, in black going against yellow is blockers. You know, you talked about Borsellino. We see the Rebecca here. Both of those are very super good. Like we should have those out by this time. And while Isho does help, I think you need the blockers by the time they get to 10 Dawn, because now it's just, you know, we already see your Hoshi twice.
Yeah, but we see Alex here just like they're doing the math. They're like, all right, I have 3 reduction off the Isho, our 4-drop Kuzan, which we've been really patient for the entire game. Can give something -4. So getting rid of this 10 cost Big Mom is not like super true. Like you probably have a good way to get out of that. Like
I actually think he's trying to get rid of the 8 cost and the 10 top.
Yeah, I think that's very possible.
I think that's what's happening.
Yeah. Ooh, Garp. Oh yeah. And then use the effects. Get rid of the 10 drop. That puts a Dawn underneath your Luffy.
Yep. And then we're gonna use Rob Lucci maybe. Probably Rob Lucci comes down to pop the other. Oh, I guess not. Because I only say that because I think it's not enough. This is a 10 key swing.
Yep, and you get another Dawn for your Luffy here.
Yeah, that's your that Isho coming in clutch.
Oh, don't play Borsellino yet. Thunderbolt can kill it. Yeah.
Yep, there you go. 7 key swing here. Another 7 key swing on leader. We don't know what's in the life, but looks like it is a Sparrow.
That is still very rough.
That's tough. I don't like that at all.
And then Borsellino, Rebecca. Yeah,
Borsellino.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 cards in hand to our 4 or 5. Oh, 4 cards in hand. Sorry, 4 cards in hand to our 4 or 5 for Katakuri. A huge black board. These are the boys. The what is this? The Navy captains, right? The Navy.
Yeah. We've got Garp. We've got Isho. We've got Sakazuki. We have pretty much like everyone, right?
We have the squad.
Yeah, we do. Like the 3 admirals are there. Is that the right?
I think it's admirals.
Right?
Admirals. That's what
chat. You guys correct us, but we have Sakazuki, Kuzan, and Borsellino. Those 3.
Yeah, those are the admirals. So we have the whole squad, literally everyone here, ready to go for face next turn. So I think that's that's what that's what Michael's probably thinking about right now.
Yeah.
How do I put some pressure on or clear board? And I don't think Katakuri really has the tools to do both. Or either one, really. I mean, I think you can take life. Like, sure, Borsellino is kind of annoying. That's fine. But on the bright side, you have 2 legitimate attackers. He only has 4 cards in hand. It's a very big possibility that they aren't counterable, and you just have to worry about the Borsalino really at the end of the day.
Yeah, and like if we were at 1 life, that 200 million volts would be very strong. It is a way to interact with the Borsalino, but we just have too much life right now, which is really unfortunate.
Yeah, that's something to say, huh? Yeah. Too much life. Who was I casting? Oh, it was with Sos, right? Did you watch the VOD?
No.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
We had well, here's a big one. Then we swing with the 2.5K, sure. We had a situation where a Katakuri player got to 10 life. I'm not joking. 10 life.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Against a Rebecca player, and guess who won?
The Rebecca player.
The Rebecca player won.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
It was nuts, man.
I mean, if Rebecca plays like the removal for the big moms and they can defend up, you can get there. But yeah, that is a stupid amount of life for sure.
Yeah, not exactly the same here. I think we're back to 4 or 5.
We are pretty healthy, yes.
Yeah, we're there. I think we probably try to get rid of this 10 drop and also swing into this Pero. Don't really care about the top 3 because we're trying to regulate here.
Oh, there's a 2K. I mean, it's what this large mom is now a gets guards.
A dead mom.
Yeah.
Someone's an orphan now.
Yeah. but the issue with this too now is that I can attack into their life, but that can give them 1 more attacker, and I can really only handle like 1 attacker right now.
Yeah, but I mean that's the thing where like he can continue to play big moms and still be in the same place pretty much every single turn. So eventually you're gonna have to swing face, and I think what you're gonna do is swing face, have Don up for some sort of remove whatever comes out, swing face again, and then do it again. Like keep just going for that. I think you're fine for a 7K swing there. I think you're fine. He's willing to take that life.
They established another attacker with Shirahoshi there.
Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see that happen.
They also got rid of a big mom, which makes sense, and Gadatsu. Okay, yeah, when they have 0, makes that easy too.
Yep. Also, only a lowly 1K, 10K swing here. Happily, we'll take that one. No triggers. Unfortunately, can't use our leader ability just yet, but we have 4 open for maybe another Borsalino, get rid of the Kuzan, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if we have Rebecca here, and then being able to... just another Borsalino. Okay, all right. That's
good. Hey, that's perfect. We already got rid of 2 of our 2 million volts worth of stuff.
Yeah.
So those literal 2 out of the E-Show could have won the game for him here, actually, because that's 6K on his leader, put the rest of it on, tap those 2 down, we're at 1 life. That would have won the game. Yeah. And that is the huge part of variance in card games and just in general, but like obviously the strength of E-Show. You know, I don't think I mean, let's see, you could... No, you don't have enough Dawn for that. I was gonna say you could maybe 8-drop. You could 8-drop one of your Shirahoshi's back, but like you still have 2 attacks.
That's pretty rough. Yeah, I mean, what, you definitely put a Dawn underneath. I mean, you need 3 attacks.
Yeah.
You technically can get there, right? 200 million volts, I think, wins you the game outright because it gives you a 6K attack on your pudding and gets rid of one of the Borsalinos. But without it,
yeah, we're definitely dead in the water here because this board just kind of got out of hand, and I won't say like Michael was definitely fixated on the 10 drops, but that's kind of what the deck does.
All right, we do an 8. We look at the top card of our life. Yeah, Borsalino out.
Doesn't even matter where it's going.
No.
Plenty of cards in hand. I mean, we could be playing Sky Island, and could be playing Sovereignty. You know, there's a lot of stuff that we could be playing. That's only 5. Definitely need 6.
No, you just need 5, right? Technically, to pressure it. So you need 2 5s and hope both cards in hand are dead. Oh, never mind. All right, you. I think you've. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Just the 5K. Yeah, we have another 2K in hand. Yeah, that is probably gonna be it.
And the only downside of Katakuri's ability here is that I already know what my life is.
Yeah, and it is helping me none. Yeah.
Maybe it's a Sanji, and maybe he doesn't have any removal after that. It's a lot. Well, he has Garp, so never mind.
Yeah, I think the only, I think Luffy did a really good job at having answers for the big moms when they came down. Not getting rid of the 4-drop Kuzan early, I think, hurt the deck a lot because you had Thunderbolt early, and I think that may have switched how the game was played. But I think Luffy also found all the cards they needed at the right times, which really helped.
I agree. I think that the early Thunderbolt was definitely worth it. You're gonna big bomb anyway. You're gonna get that back.
Yeah.
So you may as well just put whatever you don't like at the top. Get rid of it and then get rid of the Kuzan because he waited. There's a reason why he waited 2 or 3 turns. And
the Thunderbolt. Yeah, still in that hand.
Yeah, that's a bummer. That's a real bummer. Can't even interact with it because of Borsalino or interact.
Yeah.
Because of Borsalino, but there you go. That is it. Black Luffy takes it.
Welcome back. We have a probably quicker table. We'll find out. But I know people like Betty and people like Purple Luffy. So we're going to set up the timer. It's good to see, in case we get there. Doubtful, right?
None of those words were very inspiring. What are we supposed to take from that? I don't.
That Eggman's probably needs to stop doing 4-hour streams before these.
Nonsense.
That's what they are. They are nonsense. Especially when an hour of them is just like, man, these people aren't signing up correctly.
Yeah. We have our first proxy on the stream, by the way.
That we know of.
Oh.
Either our first or our worst proxy.
Our first very visible proxy.
Yeah.
With the sample on it, which is perfectly fine in this tournament. We open up the Belo Betty, the 1-drop that looks at the top 5 for another Rev army except for her. Didn't catch what she got, but it's probably just to set up some cool stuff.
Yeah. And so Betty's kind of like a weird deck. You kind of have to be patient and nah. Okay, all right. Fine.
We just swing. This is exactly what you're gonna do. You want to go second, and you also want to literally take away Purple Luffy's life, so that way they can't ramp as often. And if they do ramp, then it just makes it easier for Belo to get it in. So I think this is a good start. Already taking the 1. I'm happy to see that. Probably gonna play Kid, I want to say, on Purple Luffy's end. Oh, the Queen. Interesting.
Queen is probably fine. It does get you cycle, and is a blocker that stops these pesky 5K attacks that happen. But definitely would have liked to see maybe something else there. And on choosing not to attack, which I agree with, because it gives them so much potential tempo by attacking into the life.
Yeah, you really don't want to attack until later on against Betty. Or at least when you're ready. That's what I would say. When you're good and ready to swing, maybe have some options for removal, then you can kind of attack. Also,
that's why Betty's so obnoxious too, because there can be times where you're all right, I'm ready to swing, and then they hit a beige, and then you lose because you gave them 3 additional cards on board.
Correct. And one of the things here, there's a couple things you can do. You can use leader effect to pitch, give the boost to Ivankov, and then drop down a 5K, which is exactly what's going to happen. I don't like this 5K. Not that you shouldn't play it. It's one of my least favorite options to play, because it's just it's whatever. But or maybe I'm thinking of the 3 cost or less, or 3K or less. Let me look.
Yeah. So, but real quick, so this Emporio, if you have the kind of the theme of all these cards is that if you have a certain power level, which is usually 7K, I think maybe even exclusively 7K or more, you're able to play something for free from your hand from the Emporio, or you get all these bonus effects, which again, your leader, you can discard a card from hand and technically give plus 9K across 3 cards each, 3K each, which is very strong. So we swung 5 with Betty, they blocked with the Queen. Currently this 1-drop Betty is a 5K, so we added on to make it a 6K. And then also, like, this Lindbergh gets rid of, 6Ks or less. Or sorry, 3Ks or less. So if you play it with the Koala to give something minus 3K and then use your leader ability, you get to, swing and get rid of this queen if you want to next turn too.
Yeah, it's funny that they have an in archetype Otama.
Yeah.
Literally Otama, just one
It's
better.
Otama Plus.
Yeah, it's literally Otama Plus. And I think one of the best cards to play off of Ivankov is gonna be the Karasu. Because that literally tells your opponent that you need one extra thing.
Yeah.
One more counter power, one more thing against all of my really annoying attacks.
Do you know how like manageable Whitebeard becomes when it becomes a 5K leader? Like, it's crazy. It's wild. Where
Just like
oh,
everyone
no.
else. just you're nothing special, unfortunately.
Is that what everyone else is feeling right now? Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah. Yeah. Just swinging at the Belo, just deciding what we want to play. I think one of the better cards here. I think I think you're fine taking a life and then going to the kid, but I guess we're just trying to defense it up.
Yeah, maybe play another queen. You could
king.
also Magellan. Okay.
Magellan doesn't really do anything against Betty. Like, there's not really like Betty. Like, in my opinion, Betty just kind of does whatever it's given.
Yeah.
Like whether it's triggers your hand, Dawn. You just kind of work with what you got. And again, like one of the things, like this might be a little bit of a grind for Purple Luffy, but if they pull it out in their defense, they should be good. But gotta be careful.
Yeah, and so I think like if you had Polly is a pretty good card to like you'd ramp up and then you'd be able to get rid of probably Emporio off this, but if they have like Koala in hand right now, that'd be a lot of money. Even a lot. Oh, they're tapping too. Oh, it has to be Koala.
Koala's a good one. No, it is Koala.
Yeah.
So Koala into the queen probably.
Yep. And then if your Lindbergh's a 7K, which you can either do by the leader effect or putting 2 Dawn underneath it, you get to just get rid of the queen on attack.
Yeah, one of the other things you can do is go ahead and play Inazuma. You can play Inazuma for 3, pitch a card, and then use Ivankov's to, pitch a card, boost everyone, play Ikarasu minus the leader, and then swing with our 4-drop to get the queen, and then just start going face. Because that's the best play. Doesn't mean that he's gonna have everything in hand though, unfortunately.
Yeah. So they're still just gonna play the Morty. What's this guy's name?
It's Morley.
Morley. Okay.
Morley, one of those.
So you get to play it for free off the Emporio because you gave plus 3K to your 3 other bodies on the board. Even though the Koala can't attack this turn, but now, you're going large. This is 10K.
Yeah, 10K maybe to get around the Blast Breath possibly. There's like an argument not to swing with the Ivankov, but it looks like we're just gonna go ahead and go for it.
Yep, this is 8K right now,
which is fine. Our hand size is not looking too hot.
And then only 2 cards in hand, not too surprising for these decks. And then 7. Yeah, I don't think you have to put as much Dawn on that Lindbergh. Maybe they thought they didn't use the effect, but
yeah.
They get rid of it. So not a lot of cards in Luffy's hand, 2 cards in life, and now you finally have some things you can start attacking into, which is really nice.
Yeah, only 2 cards in hand. This is where Betty sort of falls short, right? Like I'd like to think Betty is probably the first OTK deck in the game. Like
I would say it's probably the most aggressive deck we've seen, maybe barring Zoro, perhaps, depending on who you ask. But like Zoro, you can kind of get like it's supposed to be a tempo deck. There's no other way of playing Betty right now. It is strictly I am going to be really aggressive and punch you as hard as I can, right? Yeah.
I mean that's what I'm saying. Like you got to set up for the OTK because I feel like if we play this long game with Purple Luffy while he is at 2 life, you can only do so much, and he's going to continue to play Queen. He might play Kaido sometime or another. And when that kid comes down, that's going to be another deterrent. That's going to be very annoying. This is a 6K to our 5K, probably.
Yeah. But I think also like Betty takes advantage of like, oh sure, we have no cards in hand, but like our leader can be a 15k pressure every turn now if we need to. If you don't establish blockers, and even if you do, because we have ways to remove them, you know, it can just hit you a couple times at the end to win. Ooh, okay, we saved the Lindbergh. Interesting, because you could have used that to combo with itself too.
Yeah, this is true, especially with this queen coming down. I think he was like, that's the other thing. While your hand size it continues to go lower and lower, you also have to think of you got to keep a revolutionary card in hand at least. And I think what we're gonna see is that either we swing with everything, or we swing really hard with our leader and get rid of the queen, or have them take a life. Because like you have to put them on. Like you can't remove my board. And I'm gonna try to build it up through the swings that you're gonna give me, or the triggers. So I think it's best just to just put a lot on your leader, swing to face, see if you can kill this this queen. That's his third one. We're not gonna see another one. Probably don't play any of the blockers. I think we should be Gucci. I think you just put it into Purple Luffy's hands.
Yeah, I think. Generally, I think Betty wins this matchup. I don't think like Luffy can definitely stabilize, but and at the same point, Betty hasn't found Karasu, which I think just wins the matchup instead of making it close.
Wins every matchup.
Yeah. If you see one, I mean, if you see two against most decks, they're just like, "Whoa, dang! All right, I lost. I'm sorry."
Yeah. It is also a bummer that Ivankov no longer around, but you know.
Yeah, and I mean, you for what you have, I think what 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have 8 Dawn right now, so you have we're using the effect, yeah.
Oh wow!
So plus 3k everywhere. So we have 2 8Ks and a 6K, and again, like seeing these big numbers and then saying, "Oh, I also have 8 Dawn to work with," terrifying.
Yeah, definitely to an extent. You know, I think this is a trade-off, right? If you commit to this, that means sure you're probably going to take him down at least 0. You might be able to swing at the Magellan too. So like if you play this right, you swing everything at face, and then by the time he has a low cost or a low hand and the queen block, just go for the Magellan and just make sure the board is clear. Because now that means either A, you can only swing into one thing with his leader. There goes the block.
Yep, and that was a 9K from Koala, so not too surprised there.
Yeah, and the other thing is that the main removal in Purple Luffy, I might be forgetting something else, but it's probably Kaido, right? So you can play a Kaido next turn, pop 2 things and swing to another, and then set up for his recovery. But we're gonna see. This is a 8K swing. Interestingly enough, 8K swing 2 is Magellan.
I'm gonna guess.
I take a guess.
I think if you just make their board empty, they really don't have a way to stop. Oh, okay, just at life. Never mind.
Wow. Okay. We still have the Inazuma play if we really wanted to. It's not gonna be as effective since we didn't play it and use the leader effect. But we're gonna swing 9 back into the face. We have enough for another 9K swing. Which hey, if he bricks, he bricks.
Yeah. Purple Luffy had a lot of kind of greedy cards, so.
Wait, don't count you Dawn. I was like, what's that have to do with this? Maybe his next turn. Trying to get out of this and then keep it going. But yeah, I mean, he could have a lot of Magellans, a lot of stuff. Oh, 4 cards. 4 cards is a lot. So 2K, 1K, 1K, 1K. Which is not what you want to see as Purple Luffy.
Especially with 2 of them being blockers. You really probably can't clear a board right now.
Yeah.
And so they're going to have at least like 2 attacks next turn. And I think Betty has this one.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was saying. It's a trade-off, right? Like I doubt that anyone can play. I mean, you can play whatever you want in Purple Luffy because it's so generic. But I doubt he plays King. If he plays King, hey, that's a sick card to be on. His leader effect is no longer. If we had another blocker, that'd be great. But we pretty much pitched and KO'd everything.
You need to clear board and play a blocker every turn for the rest of the game, which is
asking
for a lot.
And if you swing life into Betty, you either get a blocker, a beige, or another 5k swing.
All right, and they save the Morley.
Hey, that's good because one draw, although that's not a revolution army, if you draw into another one, that means you're gonna swing. You're gonna be swinging to big again next turn.
And we're what, paying for okay, a law, yeah, and then another law.
Another law, probably.
Sure,
yeah,
but oh man, that is.
Hey, it's 3 swings. 3 swings, possibly Inazuma.
I mean, if you top deck a revolution army, you win. Like,
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's also probably 80% of his deck, so I would say it's a pretty good. Pretty good. I mean, even without that, like he only has 2 cards in hand. I think he's fine. But it would make this a lot easier.
Yeah, the math would be. You have 3 cards in hand, so maybe.
I think you just do the same thing. Swing 9s. Like even if you don't get there, he doesn't have blockers. He doesn't have a hand, and he can swing to the Magellan and not care about it because you're at 10 already. So I think you're fine. Doing a little bit of math.
Yep,
a little bit of Dawn math. Yeah, Betty's one of my favorite decks. Probably, like I said, probably my favorite deck out of OP05. Looks like he didn't grab a Revolution Army card, which is fine. We're just gonna keep swinging 9s. I think these
are 8s.
That's a 7. Oh wow!
Yeah,
oh wow!
Yeah,
oh wow!
Yeah. Kaido's a big boy.
2 Kaidos is even bigger.
Those are large boys.
That's a very heavy hand.
That is. And Betty, under Junius's play, is currently 2-0. Table 8. These players are both 2-0 right now, so are undefeated. Table 8 and Belo are still undefeated. And we've got a Katakuri versus Purple Luffy, which I honestly haven't seen this matchup too often.
Purple Luffy can definitely win this one out.
Yes.
Depending on how they draw. Magellan's a big part of that.
Yes, I agree. Yep.
And it depends on how they set up their board.
Yep.
That's it. And if they're going first, that's even better, which I'm not looking. They're going first. That's good.
Does mean you can't play Magellan as soon as possible, but you can set up a 4-cost like 6k, which you can pressure with them, and looks like they played a pudding to find a 7-drop Big Mom and pass them from there.
Cool. Yeah, I think depending on what they're gonna draw, and they can probably take a life. May as well. Yeah, take a life. Ramp that Dawn. Let's play a 4-drop. Don't know which one, but maybe a vanilla. But you definitely want to swing first.
Yeah, because then if if they take the life, I call this the skill check. Do they go to 7 cards in hand? No, they do not. All right, they do not play into Trafalgar Law. Yeah,
that is. I forget about that all the time.
Yes.
But it's gonna be the 2. Ooh, Khalifa is not the greatest.
No, it is. It could be better. They won't have an easy way to remove this, and it does let you draw to trash 1, which is good. But there are many other good cards you could play as well instead of getting a 2k out of your hand.
Yeah, Thunderbolt's probably not going to come down. I'm going to save that for Kid or something else.
Oh, but they're attacking with the pudding, which means they're putting pressure on. Okay. I could have just. I heard the. What am I doing, casting with this guy?
Okay. No comment?
No comment. I know.
Those are cool sleeves too, by the way.
Oh, the Majin Buu ones for sure.
Yeah, those are sick sleeves.
You mean the mono white ones? Yeah, they're.
Yeah, those two.
Yeah, they're clean. Clean
with
sleeves.
The glare.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it is Tom to Magellan if you have it. If not, then Kid's also a good one. It could be, I think Magellan's probably even better. Like, I think you'll be still on relative curve. You can still take a life if you really wanted to as well.
Yeah. I think like the scary part is that if you give them the odd curve, you still know they have 7-drop Lin, which is pretty nasty.
Yeah. I think you swing with Khalifa. Just get your options out. You don't need
you have to unramp to do the draw 2, which is honestly just
bad.
Yeah.
bad. Yeah, yeah. I think if you play a kid, that'll probably be a good one here.
Yeah, just attacking 5. Okay.
Oh, okay, that's what I was say. I was like, you did that backwards.
Yeah, I would have attacked with Khalifa on the pudding and then attacked with the leader.
Yeah, Magellan still comes down, which is fine. I think it's like if you're playing this one out, I think Kid was probably the best play and just use the Khalifa effect into Charlotte.
Oh, sure.
And then just swing fly in the face. But if you don't got it, you don't got it.
No.
But I mean, hey, it could have been the next 2 cards for Khalifa.
Yeah, and so again, now they're on 5, which means like Magellan just saying, okay, you are 1 turn farther away from your 10 drop, does help this matchup a lot. I feel.
Yeah, I mean it's also like super punishing in every which way to get rid of the Magellan.
Yes.
Were you laughing at him pointing at it?
No, I don't know. I'm just delirious. Don't worry about me. Fine.
That's not untrue. What is that? What card is that?
That is the Gadatsu, the alt art.
Oh yeah.
That's the first time I've seen that alt art, so it did take me a minute.
Yeah, that makes sense. I was like, it's a 5-drop. I just don't understand.
Yeah, I kind of forgot this got an alt art because I just haven't seen it yet. So
same.
Neither of us have opened. I've opened 1 box, but I know you probably haven't opened anything yet.
No, I have not. I've tried to get some local game stores, but they're like, yeah, you should have pre-ordered. I was like, thanks, man. You guys don't post, and if you do, it takes like an hour to sold out.
Yeah, One Piece is still. I mean, honestly, I think set 4 was pretty good for allocation, but set 5 is such a good collector set as well, and everything that comes with it that I get why it's a bit of a hard time. But it looks like we did find the 7-drop useless kid, which means we have a 6K leader. Oh, and we got Eggman dice. Sick, nice.
I mean, yeah, that's cool, man. Super cool. 6K swing, looking good. 6K to the 6K, 5K, probably 7K on the lead.
Yeah.
Healthy 5 life, not looking too hot.
Yeah, I think the pressure from Katakuri has been pretty good right now. Again, like if Luffy was able to go second, I think that does make the matchup a little bit different. But we have a big 8K coming in. And then they can just establish another 8K pretty easily.
This is probably the face, which is fine. I think you're good to take it. It's a bummer. It's gonna be a bummer to go down to 1 if he ends up playing Big Mom later on. But I mean, them's the breaks. Them's the breaks. Yeah, you just go ahead and take it. I don't think it's that big of a deal.
I'm gonna guess that was a Gatling.
Perhaps, which might be more useful in your hand, especially in this circumstance. We see a Kaido. I saw a little Kaido there. Might see a Kaido come down. It wouldn't be the worst card at all, honestly. But again, that's where like that kid. You need a kid out.
Yeah.
Just not seeing it. The Magellan, the 7-drop, the Kaido, all of these things would benefit really with the kid out. If it was a Gatling, it's a good time to play it right now. Yep, there you go. Let's get rid of one of these Kaidos. You got 2 in hand. Get rid of one of them. And you also want to establish a Kaido as early as possible against this matchup because you just need a swing against like the bigger boys.
Yeah. Okay, Parasparrow, which you play that card, not too surprising. Only I think like 3 or 4 cards in Katakuri's hand, or sorry, Katakuri, and we know one of them is a 7-drop Lin, which they could have played this turn, but decided to put pressure on the board, which I think is fine.
Yeah, plenty of cards in Purple Luffy's hand. We're at 8. Don can go to 9 if we truly wanted to, but probably not going to do that. I think a good play here is if you have the 5-drop, you play the 5-drop.
Do you know they play other cards, Brian? Because I don't think you're convinced. Like,
no, I just want him to play 5-drop. I just want him to play 5-drop so bad.
You're just like, all right, what?
Give me the
cliff notes for this matchup. All right, he plays this 5-drop.
Yeah, it would just make this so much easier for him. Okay, 6 into 6. If I had to take a guess, I don't think you swing face. If you swing face, that's like whatever.
Oh, you take a 2K out of hand. That's actually really good knowledge. When again, we know one card is dead in hand, and for that, so we can like just give him a little baby kiss.
Sure. Maybe another Magellan comes down. I have a feeling another Magellan comes down. We separating the 5s here.
That would be pretty mean.
That's really good. It's like the perfect time for it because like you'll be at 9 instead of 10, and obviously it has a 7 drop in hand. But
yeah, I will say like playing with General is soon. Oh, we have
finally.
It's a proxy, which is probably why I had a hard time finding it, but we get there.
True. Kamen Agamado. The 5s drops waiting for you.
I don't know how we got here, but this is the funniest thing we've ever heard, huh?
Yeah. Also, Pac-Man in chat, shut up. How about that? Shut up. I'm gonna say Magellan.
Magello. Yeah, I mean there is like the meta where you just like over say it poorly, just so you can like you're in on your own joke of you just being like bad. But we're playing a 2K counter. Dang, they're not afraid to play those on the board.
Yeah, but no page 1 afterwards, which is a bit of a bummer. I think what we're doing here is just setting up a quote-unquote kill turn. Because if you you can't 10 drop here. If he 7 drops, that doesn't really do anything for you either. I think like if you have 2Ks in hand, 6K leader, I think you're chilling.
Yeah, because if they play it, then they just can't do any damage to you.
Yeah, and I think playing Kaido probably is going to be the next turn. I think that's what we're doing. I think we're just setting up a bunch of attacks. Play Kaido, ramp 1 from Kid.
Yeah, they have 9 Dawn right now, so they just went to 8 with using the 1 on the Pero.
Mm-hmm. So that's probably fine.
Right? Ooh, love that card. It's double finger.
Oh, yeah. What's your alternate name? Doesn't she have a miss?
I don't recall.
She's broke work, right?
She's broke work. I think she's Miss 2.
Yeah, something like that.
Let me. I guess I'll put it on the screen. That card is great.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's like a 2K counter that if you need to ramp, you get there. You have to discard a card, which is Zala.
Ah.
There it is. But yeah, it's probably one of the Purple's best 2Ks now, just for generic purposes for any deck that wants to ramp. Because like you had like the Sakazukis and stuff, but or Sasaki's rather, but you'd have to like wait a turn or like late game they're not as good. So
not to mention
that card's searchable. Yeah.
Yeah, the art's amazing.
Yeah, she's got like this spiky thing. Very cool.
Oh, the spike. Yeah. Yeah, the spikes.
What?
We played the 7-drop. You elected to trash a life, which is probably the right move, but a little dangerous. You're playing with fire here. I think we were swinging at Pero. Yep,
I think that's fair.
Which is, I think, the right move. We're gonna swing 7 with Magellan, maybe, and then Kaido. I don't know.
Yeah, if we're playing Kaido though, I wouldn't have swung at the Pero unless we're trying to get
a trigger. I think you're trying to get a trigger. That's the thing. Yeah, I think you should have swung 7, brother.
Yeah, because then you can use the Dawn with the leader or with the useless kid. You get it back, and then you Kaido still.
Correct. And there's also 2 cards instead of 1, which you just get it back anyway. And then if you swing into the face, you get the trigger out. Now you gotta waste it. I mean, you effectively get it, but you have an extra Dawn to play with. That's the whole point of this thing.
All right. So yeah, you lose the Dawn, you get it back, you get the plus 1K. Yeah.
Yeah. Now you see, this is what I'm talking about. You gotta play to your outs. Yeah, you want a Kaido here. I mean, it doesn't really matter, I guess. You can swing 7 still with your leader. Yeah. Swing 7 still with your leader, and then Kaido the Cracker. Swing 10, and then hope that you're fine.
So they don't have Thunderbolt, and that they. Ooh, Poly. Correct. Okay, I love this. This is great.
Poly's good, but not amazing. because you can if you're swinging still, you're like you just want the 10 out. I just feel like you just want the 10 out. It's just more for you.
Nah, I think being able to guarantee, like you just set up for like a bigger turn next turn now.
I don't know.
Right,
Depending on the trigger.
Thunderbolt to win you the game. No. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're playing with fire. That's what I was saying. You're playing with fire, man. Playing with fire.
But now look at I mean, but that's the thing that like that Alta play that I probably wouldn't have done. Now it's pressuring the board. It's done 1 damage, and then if they don't prioritize getting rid of it again, then you get to like it's just one more potential. Yeah, there's the 10 drop though.
Cool. If we have two 2Ks or two cards, 2K, 1K, we can block here, or we can. I mean,
we're already 6Ks, right? So
I guess it doesn't really matter.
If you have a way to get out of it, you do it now, and if you don't, which didn't seem like they did, then there it is. All right, we have five attacks. 1 more with the Kaido in hand. And people were saying GG in chat. I think there's a way Purple Luffy gets this if sequenced correctly, which is, I guess, a really big if.
Correct.
Oh, and they have like 3 cards in hand. Never mind. Probably.
Yeah, I mean, one of these is going to be a very annoying trigger too. So like, it's. I think we're good. I think we're good. I think.
All right, what about 10 drop Luffy?
What about it?
I don't know. that's as far as my little egg brain went. It's just like
gets around beige.
This card that exists. It exists, yes.
Yeah, it gets around beige if they choose the wrong target, but it doesn't get around Sanji blocker or Boule.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, we put his hand in the life area. He has 5 life now. I think Purple was on the good track.
Oh wow. Looks like Purple adopted yellow tendencies.
Mm-hmm. Purple yellowed Croc, I'm telling you. So good.
Right.
Oh, we're attacking with their big boy first? Interesting. Interesting.
With no power boost, yeah?
No power boost on our leader, which I don't think really matters. But it's still kind of weird.
I think you swing with the 5s first, 7s, and then use the...
Okay, yeah, so they did do it. Okay, they did do it. Okay. Yeah, because that's the same as putting it like a dot underneath your leader.
Yeah.
But still.
I think you still swing with the 5 or 6s and be more efficient with it.
Well, it looks like they might have 2 blockers. I mean, Queen here. Queen is good. Like, the thing is, like, attacking just the right amount right now. Putting just the right amount of pressure.
Mm-hmm.
To, like, not lose. But be able to set up a win next turn.
Okay. Well, that's not gonna do anything.
All right, so we knew that we couldn't win this game. All right, this turn. So we made that correct assumption.
How do we get around this 10 drop in 16?
We play 2 blockers.
Okay. Then what? No, you swing 5.
Yeah, well, we swing with her cards, yeah, but...
No. Well, I mean, he swings 5 first. You should swing 5 first.
All right. Oh, Thunderbolt. Okay.
Yeah, you swing 5 first because if they pop the Magellan, they just -2 and like whatever. But I guess it doesn't make sense, or it doesn't matter because he's a 6K, so may as well get the value.
Yeah, if you have a 5 drop, if you have a Queen and a 2 cost blocker, then you are good. But yeah, that life was cracked. We had 200 million volts, which healed up into a Thunderbolt. It's kind of good.
Lame. That is what you gotta account for, unfortunately.
Right. 8, which, I mean, they only have 1 card in hand, so you don't need 2, but yeah, they're like, yeah, there's nothing we can do. Okay, 3rd best card? Okay, never mind.
Okay, 1 blocker.
Yep. Thunderbolt, number 2.
Man, that would be disheartening.
Yeah, pretty good.
That would be pretty messed up.
With 4 cards in hand, I don't think you can get out of 12 and 16 or whatever the good math is. So 18 plus 10, you get two 14K swings. Okay, well that gives you just the plus 1K boost technically.
Yeah.
Because the 200, you don't the kid's too large, but still.
Yeah. Playing with 0 life. Doing some math. So 6K Lita and a 6K Balaka.
Yeah, so this is like 15K. Yeah.
Some ridiculous.
And then 15K again, and you have. I see a lot of cards with no counters.
Not a chance.
So not
a
7
chance.
cost, poly, another removal card, and something else. I think that's the rope. But Katakuri takes it.
Cool. Yeah, that life was kind of the difference maker. But I mean, the other part of it is just like, again, like setting up the kid, obviously. I keep saying it. And maybe even like be willy-nilly with your life. Maybe, I don't know. Like it's a hard thing to say that you got to protect your life, because I think putting out bigger threats like the 7 cost kid and the Kaido that Katakuri really can't deal with, you may as well just use your elite ability every turn.
For sure.
Take the life and then just protect where you can. I think that's the whole point of the versatility of Luffy too, right? Like, it has a lot of like simple lines, and yeah, you have ramp or whatever, but you have the choice to get there really quickly and then put down the bigger costed cards. But I don't know.
Yeah, Brian was hungry, but that's fine. He can eat in 3 hours.
Oh God! I don't think it's gonna be that long. Yeah. Hopefully, it's not that long. We're gonna have a pretty quick match, right? Quick match.
It's either. I mean, it's really does Enel stabilize? That is the match.
I actually think. I think you lean on Holly here. I think you just put as many Hollies out as you can, and then go for your own OTK. But I could be wrong here, because we're starting out with the 1 drop. This is actually a great start for anybody player. And yeah, I mean, like, it's funny because like Enel loses to multiple attacks, and you can swing at him a good 3 times in a row. You'll probably get all the triggers, you'll get all the life, and you just stop there. You just stop when they're at 1, and then you just do it again a couple turns from then. And if they swing at you, you just get your own triggers and you can do it earlier. But we'll see. And yeah, I think in general, you gotta have to have your own attackers as an L, and Betty can't do anything about your 7 cost or higher. So if you're playing Big Mom, you get to that point, and you also can play like something like Katakuri or whatever, you should be good.
Yeah, and I think like we have the crit guy, the Charlotte crit player. That guy's really good. But both these players are undefeated right now, so they're both 3-0 right now. But yeah, normally I think Enel just not attacking is the way. Gedatsu right here being able to remove a 4 or less, which is pretty much the high end of this deck, means you can get rid of pretty much. Oh, but we're
taking that away.
Never mind, we don't want Gedatsu.
Taking that away, unfortunately. Yeah, you can swing here. You can still play your own Sanji. You can play your Cracker if you wanted to. I think Cracker is probably one of the better cards in Enel that you can play against this deck. Because you're probably always going to have that Dawn effect active. And then we're going to go ahead and take a life. See if we got a trigger. Not everything has a trigger. It's only 70% of your deck usually. Only is a hard.
Yeah, but like making sell. Like, if there was a card that triggers off the top of your life, it either like wins you or loses you game, right? Like that gives you like so much information.
Yeah,
and it gives them so much tempo if there is one.
Yeah, I mean, hey, we're going for it. We're going for the Holly play. I think they're just having a discussion of where things should be in timing and what we were doing before. But we're gonna look at the top 4, right? Isn't it a weird number?
No, it's top 5.
Or the top 5? I'm probably still thinking about Charlotte. We whiffed. Usually, what happens is that you still have a Holly in hand.
But neither's.
Yeah, we're just not playing it. Yeah, that's the thing. You can't really bank on it. Holly is only 4 in your deck, and one of them can be in life. And you're better off just using Cracker. Just play Cracker. You're gonna be set up for it because the Betty player will be swinging at you. You will be at 1, and majority of the time, that's gonna be a lot better.
Man, yeah, there are so many games that I've lost this set where I just don't respect the fact that Charlotte Cracker could come down and just ruin my day. Like, yeah. I'm like, all right, they have, even if I give them 1 attacker, it won't be enough. Charlotte Cracker comes, I'm like, oh, I've lost. Like, it is, it is so rough. It is so rough.
Paying 4 could be even. Yep, there it is. Can't even get the sentence out. We're probably gonna pitch a card for all 3 of these guys and girls, and then play out something with Ivankov. Maybe, I mean, yeah, probably like cares to make this turn a little bit easier if you have one, and then the following turn even better. Only downside is that you might swing into a Thunderbolt.
Yeah, and so we have Charlotte Moscato, which is not one of the more popular ones. I'd say it's like either you tack it at 1 or 2 copies, but the fact that you can make it a 7K very easily, and then an 8K with crit, especially in this matchup, is very valuable. Yep.
There's a guarantee 2 cards or nothing out of your life, which means one of these attacks just says no. So I think that's gonna be the play here. You can go to 9 if you really wanted to. We're gonna play out. Always forget his name. Lindbergh, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. Yep, we're gonna go 9.
Yeah, it's 9 crit.
Well, of course, in the one piece player way, we have no dice in the deck that we probably should have dice.
I mean, we both said crit, and the word is banished too. So like, we're definitely not.
Scratch, banished, all of that.
Yeah. Whoops.
Listen.
We're
gonna swing with the 5. 2 cards guaranteed, like I said, or not worrying about life.
All right, not worrying about life. Oh, thinking about hitting a trigger of some kind.
I think you're fine to swing with the invoke off. Like, I know you want to protect it, you want to keep it inactive, but
I think you just played it this turn, so you can't.
Did he really?
Yeah, because you played it, you discarded and boosted everything, and then you got the play for free. Yeah.
He certainly did.
Yeah, this is a decision. Yeah, I think that's the one you want.
I think you're fine doing that. Koala can still come down and get rid of the Ohm if you really wanted to. It's a 6K now too, by the way. Don't forget, since we're not using dice. Yeah, this tournament only this tournament is allowed proxies. I think.
Yeah. Because the set's less than a week old, so normally I do not, but I know most people, like, if they just said, hey, I bought these or they're in the mail, it's whatever too. So
yeah.
More times than not, no, but I'll make it because I know people need practice for this weekend in general.
Pretty much. I think you're fine to clear board here. You don't have to go 7. I think you're fine to go 6 into Charlotte.
Oh, maybe not. They're thinking.
Yep.
Yeah, so this is 7 because you are at 2 or less life because of Ohm's effect.
Yeah, well, I meant like you don't need to expend the Dawn if you don't need it or need to. Mm-hmm. I think this is like a Datsu play. I'm pretty sure this is like a Datsu play. That's probably why he's swinging into
no, because Gadatsu can't get rid of the Lindbergh because it's a 4 cost.
No, I meant like if he protects the Charlotte, he just Gadatsu it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. So now, since that he didn't do that, maybe he's going to face here. Wow, 7 to the Betty. I guess he just okay.
Oh, there's the that's like the next card they drew at the start of turn after like using Ohm last turn.
For sure it was. Would you play Kraken and Belo? Yeah, it's like one of the best cards in it.
For sure. Yeah, because Betty boosts Revolution Army as well as any card with a trigger.
Correct. Which means 1 Dawn and a pitch means a 9k double attack. It's like we're playing Yamato leader already. Just figuring out what we want to do. I think what we want to do is swing pretty hard into this Ohm, get rid of some cards in hand with the leader. If you have Koala, that might even be even better because now you can just Koala the Holly, swing into the Ohm, swing into life afterwards, put them down to 1, and then use the remaining Dawn to play something else.
Yeah, Koala would be a great way. Or the Revolution Army Fire Fist would both those be just help you clear board on the other side.
Correct. I have a list. You can try it out.
Yeah,
I think it's pretty standard.
You can follow Brian on stage 0.
Correct.
Oh, you put that. I gave you the whole link. You can either work. You can choose
Either
your favorite, or you can check out my website. I have a list of that on there as well.
Yeah.
Or on my YouTube.
Try out whatever you want. Whatever works for you. I don't ever think these things are end all be all, but change what you want. Coming down with the Inazuma finally. One of my favorite cards. One of my favorite cards out of the revolutionary stuff. It's a rush card that has 1k.
All right. So and then we additionally used a Koala and then leader effect to give +3 to everything. So this Inazuma is currently a 7 and can attack, and Betty is a 5.
Yeah, I think you swing with the Inazuma first.
I think you swing with Betty first, because then if they go down to 1 life, you just don't swing with Inazuma.
Yeah, those are the parts I was gonna think of. This is an easy 2k out of hand. I think you just take it, man. I think you just take it. You may as well get the trigger if you need to. You're gonna go down to 1 no matter what. But if your hand is not that like useful, by all means, yeah, just pitch it out. Oh yeah, here he goes. There's a 7. And to phase. We got a trigger effect. Don't know what it is.
Another Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt.
Gross.
Into that.
That is so gross.
Yeah, another Thunderbolt. That's a toughie.
Yeah, 2 Thunderbolts in life is pretty insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, get rid of the Limburg. That's pretty good.
For sure. I think he's fine for the most part. You can swing 6 into this guy and probably be fine, and then use the remaining Dawn for maybe something good. Maybe a Enel? I think Enel would be good here.
Yeah, how much Dawn do we have right now? You say 7 or 8?
I think we have 8 total. Yeah, I think we have 8 total.
Yeah, I think it's 8. The sleeves and proximity of Dawn, it makes it very difficult.
Oh, I was going by turns.
That's probably the better way.
Yeah.
You got me there.
Either way, you know, we got there. 5 into Inazuma, I would assume. 2k out of hand. Kadatsu gets there. I mean, honestly, if you just swing 6 into the Inazuma, Kadatsu the Koala, and move on with your life. But it looks like we're gonna use all of it off for something else. Enel probably.
Yeah, it looks like Enel. Yeah.
Enel's coming down.
Yep, and then 7, and yeah, we got the alt art Enel looking very fly.
Oh man, I love those alt arts. I really want to get the Nami ones.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for them to settle down a little bit. There's always a okay. Here, I was gonna say, let me finish. There's always a settle down period before they start going back up.
Yeah.
Because people are just offloading. So.
Yeah, it was when Nami was banned for a week. That was the time.
But also impossible, technically, because they got unbanned.
Yeah. All right. Well, we've got, I believe, 9 Dawn. Yeah, because Betty went first. So not a lot of resources, just the Koala and the Betty. And if you go into life, you get the free life back in the cycle, which is nice. But like this is definitely where like Enel has to be like really careful that you just have to kind of poke and hope that nothing super great is in the life or nothing to really interact with what you got.
Yeah, here's hoping, but we'll see. I think this is another setup turn again. You need like 3 or 4 swings, I would say, and you're chilling. You're big chilling.
Yeah.
So whatever 2 cards you have in hand, just play them out in pass turn.
Yeah, and if Enel has Yamato, they're feeling really good. It's a great card to have. It gets rid of Koala. Yeah. It'll help you go to 2 life or even to 1 life if they do pressure you down enough this turn.
Yeah. You know, most Enel players play 4 of them. Oh, I think we're doing the other play, which is swing pretty hard with the leader and then pit. Oh, interesting.
Like, cool. All right, gone. Thank you. Like, he's like, what? Oh,
okay.
Okay.
Not a bad decision, to be honest, because now they may. I feel like you should have just trashed the life.
But if your hand what's in your hand, yeah.
Yeah. If your hand is not that great, but I mean, like, you have 1 up. So like if it's an Elf Thor, then you're chilling, right? And that's still a 2K. It's not a 4K, but it's still a 2K. Yes. I think Yamato is going to be 1 milled slam down if you got it.
Yeah, that's fair, especially with 4 life between the 2 of us. Yeah, that is
there it is.
Very good. So it gets rid of the Limburg, lets you heal 1, and that's great value for you.
Yeah, perfect card in the perfect scenario. Probably already had it in hand for a while, and she was just like, I need to get there.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what you want to do anyway. A 5K swing, I don't really agree with. I think you're good.
It's fine. I think you're fine.
I think you're good just waiting another turn. I think you're chilling. It does force them to pitch this 1 only card, which means you have to draw into another revolutionary.
Oh, and it's just Kuma.
Armor.
I probably would have kept. Kuma's for free, I guess. Right, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's for free. You don't have to pitch one, but it's only a 2K, which. Technically, you know, this is the crazy part of Betty, right? Just because of that leader effect and that 3K, you can get there. You can easily get there.
Yeah, it can become a 5K for very, very cheap. And then, you know, the addition of Dawn. 3 attacks will not be enough to win it this next turn, but you do get that pressure.
Yeah. I think... If your hand is like Harasu and then another Rev army card, that might be pretty cool, because then like you can do some damage here and hope that the triggers are not that great. That's the other part of this, where against any other deck that isn't yellow, you're probably fine here. You can get in and get out, but because this is yellow, there's so many factors in life that can kind of ruin this play. So you should swing 7 with lead. Maybe bait out that L4 if he has it in hand. I don't think he grabbed it with Espira, right? I don't think we saw that.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't believe that's happened. I don't think they've played Espira this game.
Yeah, it's probably the previous game, but I mean, like that's the other thing. Like you have that one open, this turn and last. So Dennis most likely has it.
Big 6. It's crazy. Like, this is not making fun of anyone, but just like they'll have like 10 Dawn, they'll be just staring at them for like a minute, and the decision is just like to meekly put 1 underneath something, right? Or like the the math is so important. You're having to know your entire line for your turn at the start of it. I think is one of the big skills for this game, and it makes you a thinker.
Yeah, even more for our Betty, right? Like it's a huge part of it. Understanding the sequencing and understanding how far we need to take it. And these 2 cards, yeah, this is what I was saying before. I think you're a big chillin' just to play the both cards. Play both cards and pass.
And now they have to like top deck a Revolution Army card. Or like Smoothie can attack and then draw 1 from your life too. So this is pretty scary. If you have another Yamato, you get to get rid of the Koala, which is nice, and heal back up.
I think Enel gets you there.
Enel, yeah, because you can go as long as they don't have a beige or a blocker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you swing 5 with Faith. If you have Enel, then you swing with Enel afterwards, and you swing Yamato afterwards, and then as long as it's not a beige, you're fine.
No, you don't play the 7-drop until the end because you don't want to get beiged.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll have enough Dawn. Yeah, then you should be fine. I guess we don't have it.
Well, I mean, finding Katakuri and then using it to heal, I think is fine.
Yeah, that's not bad. I don't think that guarantees a life though.
Okay, but wait, we also have this Charlotte. We could use this to interact with their board to get rid of a card from them.
The Armada?
Yeah. It does take 2 cards out of your hand and at least 1 2K, so that's a little expensive.
Let me look up.
Yeah, I don't know, right? Like, it's so... You can probably do, like, one little tap here.
Yeah, I mean, guarantee you can take that one.
Yeah, because they need to discard a card to play most things from life.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if he was looking with the pudding. Maybe a Charlotte. Yeah, maybe a Charlotte.
Yeah, Katakuri would make me feel a lot safer about not losing.
And I don't imagine... Oh, there he goes.
There it is, yeah.
Already had it. I was gonna say, like, I don't imagine a lot of like personally, I probably wouldn't play more than 2 Enels, the 7-drop. But I can see people playing it 3 or 4. I mean, it's a really good card and it's perfect for the leader.
Do you think they're thinking about putting one of their cards back?
I don't think that's a good idea.
No, I'm not thrilled by it.
I think you go for the pudding. If you do have an El Thor, you still have 9K guaranteed in hand, and while that's not amazing, versus 3 things that can get a 3K boost, I think
if they only had 3 cards out, then yeah. But with 4 cards, it doesn't super matter.
Yeah, I think you place your pudding. Place your pudding and be happy for it.
I mean, I guess if I was to choose anything though, it's probably going to be the smoothie though.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because that one gets chunkier and it can help you draw a card that maybe is a Revolution Army.
Yes. Yeah, we got to put him on that he has a Revolution Army card on hand too. But I mean, if you do that, then you still have 4 swings to look at and only technically 2 life. So I'd rather take the 3 life, hopefully get the trigger.
Okay.
In the other 2. But it looks like we're gonna go for the smoothie.
Yeah, I put smoothie at the bottom just so we know, like, we can guarantee math afterwards. But I think it's fine otherwise.
I don't know. I don't have a good feeling about this. I don't have a good feeling. But it could be 200 million volts in our life. We can recover 1, and in fact, we have 3 life. So we'll see. Also, we have to put the betting on having a Revolution card in hand in the first place.
Yeah, which is not a guarantee.
Yeah. Significantly weaker, 2K, 3K instead of the smoothie that can boost herself up and get a 3K.
All right. Also, just thinking about it. So, how would you like this at play instead? Where since they had no cards in hand, they were at 2 life. We put smoothie to the top, and then we attack into it to give it back to them in the hand. So they're back to 2 life, and we develop bodies on the board.
I think that was probably a better play, yeah.
Because then they'd have 2 cards left in life. We know that 1 card is definitely not a Revolution Army, and then it says you have to find a Revolution Army in 1 card instead of 2.
Yeah. Yeah, and we also have knowledge for taking game if we survive.
And smoothie would be in hand. You wouldn't be able to play it because you wouldn't have a card in hand to trash to play it for free.
I think the thought process is that, like, he doesn't have a hand anyway.
Yeah.
You know, he has 2 cards. If he pitches 1, he has 1. If I survive this, then he has 1 card. I can easily do math from there because we already know what the counterpart is, and I have enough attacks for it. Yeah. I think either one's fine. I think either one's fine because Betty can't remove these guys. You can't remove Yamato or Katakuri, so like they're staying. They can remove the Charlotte, but it doesn't really do much. Yeah.
And they're not showing confidence that they do have a Revolution Army in hand, which is very possible with just a sample size of 2 cards from the deck.
True. Again, probably around 80% of your deck is Revolutionary Army cards. The rest of it is just triggers and yellow support.
All right. All right. Okay. I can see why they're thinking now. So, yeah, it's better to pitch the Karasu than play it out. But man, it feels so bad.
Yeah, that's It's a big one to pitch, unfortunately. I don't know what this other card is, but it's probably useless.
Yes.
Just doing a little Don math for our swings. And if we're oh wait, never mind. Yeah. Okay, we're fine. I think you should have it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I was gonna say swing with the leader first, because you could use the Don anyway and then find out what that last life is, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, because like there's two chances for Thunderbolts or whatever their business could be there.
Yeah, I think you still swing with the leader first though. That's almost guaranteed.
I'd probably swing with the big 5 cost first.
Yeah, you can get the value out of it. I think this is a 7K swing.
Yeah, this will be 7K. I mean, I wouldn't be too afraid of Thunderbolt because we've already seen 2, so like
yeah, the odds of it's pretty low.
Odds pretty low that one of the last 2 cards in this card in the top deck are Thunderbolts.
Yes, if we get an Elthor out of hand here, that'd be fantastic.
2K,
nope.
1K, which we did know that the Amande was in hand, so that's some knowledge taken away.
Yep. You definitely want to swing 9 here in case he does have the Elthor. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter because he has to get rid of it anyway.
Yeah.
To take game. That's a 9 for leader. That's another 7 for oh boy. And this is another 9 for... Oh, wow. He has a dice.
Oh, and it was a Dragon Ball dice. That's why.
Oh, boy.
Also, we're in minute 25 of our Betty game, which is wild to me.
Unheard of. I am in and out. I am a lunch... I'm a go to lunch, early lunch kind of guy for Betty.
Yeah.
If I'm not winning, I don't care.
So I believe this is 10K?
No. Right?
I think so.
I thought it was only $3 underneath, which is
maybe not. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
8.
6, 4. So this is 5 plus 4. This is 9K.
Oh yeah, 9K. So trying to play around the Elthor. You swing 9 again with Satori though.
Yeah.
Because the only out would be beige.
Or like having it out. Yeah. Okay. Yep. 9 with the boy.
Elthor, 1K.
Or 2K, 2K, 1K. Or a blocker from life.
He only has 2 cards in hand.
No. Well, there's 3 now. Do we have the Elthor?
Now.
Oh, we have the 3rd bolt, but it's not there. And Betty takes it.
Nice. Wow, the 3rd bolt too. That's crazy.
It's crazy.
Not the 3rd bolt. Not the 3rd bolt. Hey, there you go. It
Super
takes
close.
it down. My favorite deck out of OP05. It's a force to be reckoned with. I think it really does challenge the pilot to really think about what you want to do and what kind of setup you want.
Yeah.
And we definitely saw it there. You know, we got.
I mean, like where Katakuri, like you're the one playing the casino. Betty like has both people playing the casino. I feel like you have to. What's my odds for like hitting something good that I just lose next turn or what have you? So that is there. Hey, look, we're back.
Why?
I told you it'd be like why? That's I don't know actually. That is a really good question. Why are we back?
I don't know. Again, those multiple realities, man. In this one, we have a red purple law, which I can't see the other opponent. Hold on.
That's purple Luffy, yeah. But you have to do fancy business. But
yeah,
if I can figure it out, you can figure it out. Don't worry about it.
2 button clicks, of course. Purple Luffy. Yeah, I mean, what do I think about this matchup? I would like red purple law to win. I can see it losing, however. I think this is a
okay weird flex, but all right. Okay.
I think it's more of a I don't know. I'd probably peg it 60-40 for purple Luffy.
No, I think that's fair.
I think I'm comfortable saying that for sure. What do you think?
It just really depends. Like purple Luffy does have the way to like remove cards on board, but like both decks kind of have the removal engine to them, and the trade-off is that both of them are pretty much allowed to like run out of cards to use.
Mm-hmm.
So it's whoever is able to get more value, get more cycle, and you know, like being able to be a 6K leader for the entire game is pretty great. I don't know. I'm not sure who I feel wins this matchup. Maybe Purple Luffy is probably the one I think, but I think you can go either way.
I think you make a good point of two things. So one is, you know, early aggression for, as we see, a Zoro and the leader swing, and probably a -3 into a Sachi.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we didn't swing with it. You just played it. Okay. I mean, that is a play that what Red Purple Law players do. But the biggest difference here, and a huge deterrent for Red Purple Law, is that 7-drop kid.
Ryan's on. Is that true? Oh, because okay, I know. Okay, yeah, you're right. It's one of the players. One of the players is not. It's Discord's being weird, but yeah, sorry about that. I'll fix that right now. Ryan is the.
The Red Purple.
Yeah, because it normally like Discord always puts the same person in the same spot, but since one of them is streaming and not like doesn't use a webcam, which is fine, which is totally fine. It just means that it flipped them. So thank you for letting me know.
You can tell by his Discord name.
Yeah, which means I have to cover and see. Look, you guys see my mouse now. This is unprofessional. Wee.
We passed that point a few times ago.
Yeah, that just started, huh?
the very bright blue rectangle would like a word with you.
What? I mean, that's where the cards go.
Oh.
See, like we can feature like, oh, Brian, do you know what Purple Luffy does?
No, I don't actually. Wow.
Oh, cool. Well, let me go find it.
While you do that, we get a Gordon into bottom decking. That's a huge, as when we're speaking about deterrents, for Queen. You know that Gordon basically says you can never play Queen and keep it there for longer than a round. And we did see a Trafalgar Law, which I didn't see if it procced, but I'm guessing it did. That's one other thing that you got to watch out for in the Purple Mirror, and in general, like when you're playing Purple Luffy, you're drawing a card to use the leader effect. So
you are like sometimes you just literally it's the decision: do I want to ramp or like play around Trafalgar Law? You usually can't do both.
Yes, and you know I think one of the things that our Red Purple Law player Ryan did was not to swing with the Zoro, because he can easily pitch out cards to go under the Law's threshold. So if he plays into the Queen, which drew you 2 cards, and his leader effect, which drew you another card, that's an easy clap for the Law. But it looks like we're playing King. Yeah. So this is actually in my film build with a couple Kings in it. I think King's such a good card. Like it's such a, especially in this format, there's so many like good targets for it. It has been like that for the last format too, the non-Whitebeard format.
I'm a little bit more partial to Poly, but the idea is pretty similar between the two. There are plus and minuses for both. Obviously, King works way better if you played 5-drop Eustace Kid the turn earlier. But the idea is good.
I totally agree. I think Porque no lo dos. There you go. Porque no lo dos. That's what I think. I think we have 6 cards in Purple Luffy's hand here, so not quite in that Law range. You could swing 7. Could swing 7 -3 and then play another Law, but that's super neg on the Dawn, so don't think we're gonna do that. One of the other things about Red Purple Law is that you gotta have to learn a little patience. You have to be at the right threshold. Unless you have all the cards that you can have to ramp your Dawn back up, like that Beppo, as well as Sachi. You can play Gene Bart if you really wanted to, as well as a great 4-cost target to ramp you one. But really trying to figure out what's going on here.
Oh man, that's so close to being able to get rid of that King. And so like in this matchup, I will agree. Like King being a 7K is really good compared to Poly only being a 6K. It's a lot harder to remove.
Yeah, I mean we do have access to Gamma Knife, but like Gamma Knife also requires you to minus a Dawn. So if you don't have the 5-drop kid, you don't have the
Oh, we play both. Oh, I love this build. This build is fantastic.
And this is what I said, Porque no lo dos, and we play both. That's good. Got the extra Don here. I think you're fine with the 6, but 5 is fine. And keep one up for something else. Not
yeah,
sure.
Looks like probably Blast Breath or something of the sort.
Yeah, Blast Breath is probably fine. Definitely taking control of the match. This is where that 60% is coming in. Don't even need that 70 or that 7 drop. I think Law just played out one too many cards, but you just have the answers for the removal.
Yeah, and that's like, that is the issue too. Like, you usually don't have a lot of Dawn, so if you can't get rid of a card with the leader effect, you don't really have extra Dawn to put underneath your battle cards to attack into other things, right? Like, you're really good if you have to attack into other 5Ks, but when they have 6 and 7Ks, it does get more difficult.
Yep. Got another Gordon, though. And we have the 5-drop kid, which is good. So now we can get rid of the Poly.
Yeah.
We're actually using dice. That's crazy.
That is wild. I don't think they're Eggman dice. They look like Eggman dice, but I'll give them a pass.
Bottom deck the Poly. Got rid of one of those threats. We're gonna minus the other guy. We can swing into it now, which is pretty cool.
That's actually really tempting. Okay, yeah, this is a pretty good sequence of turns of plays for a Law player.
Yeah, totally. Tempted to swing twice, which I wouldn't blame you. You have another blocker. This 4 cost, now that you know he plays King, and of course he plays Poly, is pretty tempting to swing at it.
Yeah, I think swinging with it is the correct play as well. You spent the resource. No, okay. It's too bad.
It's fine. That's okay. I think we're gonna use it as a blocker. If he plays 9-drop here, that might be a problem, but it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, there's a good chance they have another King and another Poly. If they're running both, they have a lot of removal. But, like, I mean, Kaido can get rid of the 5-drop blocker, but Poly and King can't. So that's a important distinction.
That might be the play. It's hard to say.
Alright, 7 with King here. Forcing at least 2 cards out of hand if they want to get out of it.
Okay.
Oh, they're blocking in 2K. All right. I don't hate it. But that's very tough. Now Kaido's in a good spot because you get to get rid of their Law and then attack into their kid and get rid of that pretty free.
Yeah, I think that's the play. I think that's the play. I will say, like, he is getting to a point where Dawn actually is useful.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna go to 6 here, which is pretty hefty. So I think you probably need to think about how many characters are on board and how many things you got to worry about.
Yeah. Do you if you play 10-drop, do you think 10-drop is a good spot here?
No.
Okay.
No. I mean, does he have 2 or 3 cards in hand? I think he has 3, right?
Who, the Law player? Or the
Yeah. The Law
it
player.
looks like about 3.
I think he got.
Yeah, Luffy's got like 6.
Yeah, I think you gotta get rid of the blockers first. Yeah, because I don't think 10-drop is gonna be that effective here.
Yeah, but I like this 5K because if they don't block it, then you go for game with Kaido, and then if they do, you just clear board.
Yeah. Okay. That's probably what's gonna happen here. Oh,
only 5. Okay.
For what? Queen? Yeah.
All right, that's fine.
Already seen 2 Gordons. So Gamma Knife for another Gordon can take down this Queen.
Getting rid of the 7 cost, which we can't use this turn anyways now.
Here's another 4, probably for a blocker. Yep.
Yeah.
So 2 blockers, 1 open for that blast breath, assumably.
Yeah.
Assumedly.
Yeah, this is kind of where these matches go with it, where like either player can be like, you know what, I need to just convert these blockers into attacker to try for go for game because I don't think I can survive this next turn, and that duality for these again like these 6K power cards is really important.
Yeah, I haven't seen a Brook, which Brook might be pretty good in this specific scenario, but.
Which Brook? The 4 cost, 2 cost?
Yeah, a 4 cost.
Yeah, but at this point, I think it's too late for it.
Oh, I meant like it was on board already.
Yeah,
but yeah, unfortunately, not the case. 3 cards in hand though. Has 2 of his own blockers. Can swing at this king if you really wanted to. Yeah, I don't know, man. Might not have any minus effects. He could have another law in hand. Maybe that'll do the trick.
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, I'm not as Luffy. I'm not afraid of losing this next turn. So I could have like been a little bit more aggressive. If I had not drawn Kaido, I think that's 100% what is the play. So to me, it means that they just didn't have the card. Oh, Fire Fist.
This is the minus 4,000, right?
Yeah. And then, Trafalgar Law. To give minus to probably the other Trafalgar Law. We'll have to get the 3rd die.
Oh no, I didn't know One Piece players actually have more than 2 dice.
Well, they will if they get top 4 for this event because they will get 2 premium Eggman dice.
A value of...
Don't. Come on, be kind.
I'm surprised.
You get other things.
I'm surprised. I guess this makes sense. I was gonna say I'm surprised he just didn't bottom deck the blocker and then swing at the king because the king was only what 3K.
Yeah, I agree. That was what I would have done sequentially as well. Because that just means we could have attacked into everything.
Yeah, you get rid of the blocker. I mean, this 6K swing or 6K block is whatever. But I guess it's because he had the 2 blockers. He had the assumedly blast breath on phase 2. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he has any cards in hand. So if he swings with everything, he definitely can guarantee 1 life. And then if he does have the Luffy, he just 10 drops and wins, right?
Yeah, like what? No cards in hand, right? You said.
Yeah. This is like the specific scenario that 10 drop Luffy would be really good in.
Yeah. That or
Kaido.
Oh, they're going into the law. Okay. Interesting.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, that is a peculiar one.
Baiting the 6K block, I guess? I don't know.
Even so.
He can. So if he blocks here, I think he's still swinging face though. But whatever. I mean, you're guaranteeing that you can swing face with a 5K. As well, he takes it.
Another 5. Oh, another queen. Oh, they're just still digging.
Oh, yeah. He must be drawn dead. That's not amazing.
Yeah, I mean, at any point, one of these players are going to convert their blockers into attackers. But I guess at this point, you are fine doing this. Oh, for another Trafalgar Law? We got 2 pair on board? Oh, ulti, okay. Oh, and we're going to go super wide. Okay. 2 life, 3 in hand, versus 1 life, 4 on board, 1 in hand.
Yeah.
Who's really a deck swinging a lot of 5 and 6Ks? He's looking like Luffy.
Yep. Still have that one open. Can't wait to see the blast breath, if it does even exist. We never pitched to Kaido too. So like, if he did have a Kaido, he's either saving it or he just didn't pitch it, or he just didn't have one to pitch. So that just wasn't an option. Yeah.
Okay. This will get rid of one blocker.
Yep, gets rid of Law. We bottom deck him, get the Dawn back. We have 4 Dawn to play with, or 3? 4 Dawn. We got a 6k swing until we're blue in the face, I think.
Yeah. I think you have... do you have less Dawn? I think you technically still have less Dawn for healing, but...
Yeah, he does. Because I think Luffy's at 7.
He might have done it. I just didn't see it.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as you have 1k counter in hand, you just don't lose. I don't feel like.
Yeah, you don't lose
2k,
here.
but yeah.
Interesting. You're saving it. I guess.
Saving it. Okay.
Guess it doesn't make much difference. You're not dying here.
No.
Especially if you have Blast Breath. And on the clapback, it's gonna be fine.
Yeah. All right. Well, this is game, I think, right?
Yeah, that'll wrap it up.
Just unless there's something amazing in life, which Gamma Knife, I think. Does Gamma Knife get a life or?
I thought it gets a Dawn.
Yeah, I think it ramps.
I'm pretty sure it gets a Dawn.
Yeah, Fire Fist in life too. Okay, 9-drop Kaido.
Oh, you did have it. Okay.
You did have it. Okay.
Yeah, you did have it. Okay.
All right. Okay.
So you swing 5 first.
Swing 5, yeah.
Okay.
What do we get? Not Fire Fist. All right, that is it. Otama.
Swing 5 again.
Again.
There you go.
Yeah.
6, 6, 10. It doesn't matter.
Kaido, yeah. You didn't even need to play the Kaido.
Didn't matter. Yeah, he really didn't. He just made it easier for himself. Hey, there you go. So Purple, if he takes it, that 60-40, like I said, came out. Couldn't get it there. Yeah, just has too many options, man. A lot of options.
Yeah, and Purple Luffy's going to be in our finals as well. All right. Let me get their names real quick. I don't even think I need a timer. I'm not going to put the timer. This match, if this goes to time, then something's going on.
Yeah, we might be in trouble.
All right, and so they are. We have Junius on the top there, and they're playing the Betty, and we've seen quite a few matches from them already today.
Yep.
And then we have our bottom player.
You can't really, while you do that, you can't really ask for a better start than our Betty player.
Yeah.
Opening up 2 Bettys and then the Yvonne Cough, which means we have 2 guaranteed 5k swings and possibly a free 5k from that effect too. Oh, even the first attack. Nice.
Oh, 7 cards in hand now. They asked. You heard it. I heard it, but
I hate it. I hate this.
You hate this?
Leader effects into Law.
Yeah. I think that's pretty good. Yeah.
Didn't play around it, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many cards that like you play for free or you discard a card to play, so it's not too outrageous to take the gamble because you get so much advantage with the good cards. Oh, and you get the Emporium. Is that? I'm not sure what the other card was, but that seemed really good.
Oh yeah. I mean, that was the one. Oh yeah, it was the 3 cost that no block.
Oh, okay. Sorry, it's random. Yeah. So he's gonna.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah. I couldn't. Yeah. So it is. They're making it random.
Cheers. Well, that probably tells us that we.
If they're the same cards, though.
Yeah, there you go. No. It's not. It's Bartholomew and then the same card. Oh, the same card, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Him pitching the Emporio probably tells a little bit there. Saying that we're probably already have one, or probably have 2 in hand, which is funny because if you get 2 out, it's it gets a little ridiculous.
Yeah, and I don't know if that was like a throw from Betty because it was a gamble from Betty is what I would say, because if you hit a card that triggers out a life, you get the tempo for you, and even so, like Luffy doesn't love doing the Dawn -1 there either. It sets them back and has to make you take cards from your life again. So I don't think this game is anywhere near over yet.
No, I agree. What do you think of swing with these Bettys? Too early? Because you can play the Ivankov, use leader effects, swing 5k 3 times, and then get a 5k out. Because I mean I like that because you still have 2 5ks that they probably can't interact with until they get something later on, and then that guarantees either life or 3 cards out of hand.
Yeah, it's probably fine to do that. It is a little greedy, especially because you did have to discard 2 for it, but looks like
I think that's fine to be greedy. I think this is exactly what's happening here too.
If you only had the one Betty out, probably not the play, but since you have the 2, I guess you're right. Yeah, because you can do the pressure. Oh, yes. Okay, now it's definitely the play. Never mind. You are.
That's what
we
I'm
have found the play.
Yeah, I think this is exactly what you do. This is exactly what Betty wants. You can swing into these Bettys. That's fine. Cool. I don't care.
Yeah.
Next turn, I'm getting cards out of your hand, and I'm putting pressure on early on.
And I think this is like the first time today that we've seen Karasu come out like on curve.
Yeah, finally. Jeez.
And that is definitely a matchup warper.
Yeah. He should have done the other way around. He should have had the leader swing with this Karasu, but it's fine.
Yeah, you're right. Unless they're just afraid of something in life.
I don't think there's anything like that in rush with this.
All right. And you could have blocked in 1K'd here with Law to get out of this, but you're down to 3 and...
Yes, correct.
Yeah, now you really need to get rid of this Karasu now.
Only way to do that is King, which he's not on curve.
Yeah, so you have to take a life and then use King to get rid of it.
Correct. Oh, swing with the Law, which is probably fine, but I mean, I don't know. We might see Queen come down. I think a Kid is probably a little bit better. Definitely using a 5. Yeah, Kid's better for sure.
All right, so this is fine. It means that you have like alternative blockers.
Yeah. But if he has an Inazuma in hand, then it might be a little bit of a wrap for the turn. Inazuma plus a leader effect. All 3 of these guys swing into a 4K leader.
That is very scary. Yeah, I will agree.
That's what you want to do. I mean, sure, I think Purple Luffy wins the late game, so that's something you have to keep in mind. But you still have 3 life, which is 3 potential triggers.
Yeah, I mean, just like being able to Inazuma, I think would be a wrap. You're right.
Yeah, it's just too much. Second Karasu? Oh, I don't know about that. But I mean, you could, because Imperial's effects.
Yeah, you just play it for free. Yeah.
Yeah.
Making a leader 3K and then having all these attacks, that is double yikes.
Yeah. Just thinking how we're using our Dawn here. We have 6 total done. Okay. Still thinking. Gonna pay 4 here. Maybe for another Imperio. We knew he had 2 in hand. When you really think about it, we know that he has 2 in hand. So he could pitch a card. In all technicalities. And then activate both. But like your hand's pretty small. You only have like 2 or 3 cards in hand, so it's not the greatest.
Oh. Ugh.
Another Karasu.
My leader is now a 3K. It will now be a 3K, and I can't do anything about it.
Correct. So leader effect first, pitching the other Emporio.
Even those 2. Then leader effect to play.
So you're taking life, is what you're saying.
Oh no.
So you're taking life, is what you're saying.
All right. I think Betty's gonna get
so
there.
He said, "So I block."
Yeah. Yeah. One of these I will, but like.
I mean,
dude,
2 characters is crazy.
Dude. Yeah.
2 characters go crazy.
They do go crazy.
3 characters go even crazier, but like 2 characters after this turn, if he doesn't remove this, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, man. I think I think you're dead. No, you swing with that. Just go face, man. I mean, don't
go face. Yeah.
Just don't think about it. Just do what you need to do. Oh wow.
Oh, they.
No, you go face.
Yeah, you're
8K. You're 8K, which means you get around that blocker. Basically.
And then you can. Oh, they're going to Law again. I mean, you can block and if you want to get rid of Law, then you could have used Karasu to use the minus effect.
I mean, yeah.
I don't know.
I think you're fine to go face, man.
I 1000% agree.
It's way too tempting, and I think it's most effective. Because now you're going to lose both this Emporio and the Karasu, most likely.
Yeah, and if they have like a king, you get to clear both Karasus and pressure the Emporio.
Yeah.
Imagine him being at 0 life right now instead. Like, the pressure, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's what you want to do, right? Because, like, even if he... Like, who cares about that blocker? At the end of the day. Who cares about that blocker? You know that you're going to lose these 2 cards.
Yeah.
You don't want to pitch that, because if that's a revolution... Oh, okay. It doesn't matter.
Well, it's not. Okay.
Now it forces him to swing with these guys, or he plays something to pop it, which is probably very likely he's going to play something to pop it. So,
yeah, it just makes the math easier, right?
Yeah. 5 into probably Emporio.
Yeah.
But I mean, that Emporio is good when you have a hand. You don't have a hand.
You do not, no.
Cool thing about Karasu here, you just need to be at 7 so you can use your Dawn for the effects. He's counting out his Dawn like he's
it's only 5 though.
Cashing out at the casino. Oh, magic trick, hat trick.
All right, so you don't lose, so that's a neat trick. But can you win?
Is it really not losing?
I mean, if they don't answer these blockers, you can just start attacking next turn, right?
Yeah, I mean, you could. Because if you kill the blockers off, that's like whatever. 3 cards in hand is pretty hefty. Yeah, you should just win for life, man. You wouldn't be in this situation.
Yeah, would have definitely made it a lot more. Or even if you were going to attack into Law, at least give the -1 to one of them, right? Karasu can hit a character or a leader.
Yeah, because you dumped everything on the leader, so you may as well go for the leader.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, like you can swing 8, and that's to block with the 6, and that's just super neg for him.
Mm-hmm. All right. -3K. Okay. To the kid. That's fair. Oh, I guess you swing with 1 Karasu and probably give the minus to the queen, maybe, to make it like less viable to block.
No.
Okay.
No.
No.
Okay.
Block 2K. All right.
Now what do?
You have to put Dawn underneath that, right? You get at least the bonus. Yeah.
You know, this is what the what else I was thinking, or this is what I usually tell my locals. What we discuss is like, you have to commit to one thing.
Yeah.
It's either the board or the face.
Yeah.
We talked about it before.
1000%. Yeah.
This is exactly what it is.
Yeah, and this is definitely reading as just committing to the board after. Betty should just go face, right? Like that's.
Yeah, I mean, no matter what, I always suggest a Betty player to go face anyway. Who cares about the characters?
Yeah.
You live hard or you die hard. And I mean, you have 3 Karasus.
Yeah.
That's all that all means to go for face. You're going to force the blocks anyway.
Yeah. And then 7 probably into the queen.
Nah, I mean, you can guarantee the law. Nah, you should have guaranteed the law.
Yeah.
Because
I don't know if guarantees the word. But...
Yeah, I was gonna say like you can have 2Ks, I guess, but.
All right, now we're in top deck mode though. Is this
True.
where we 10-drop Luffy for game?
If you plays it twice. Yeah, get rid of the Karasus. You definitely want to do that. If you can drop Kaido, you can pop this Koala.
Oh, for Khalifa probably? Oh,
no.
page 1, okay.
Page 1.
That makes math easy for both players, I guess, but...
That's fine. Like. I think you just swing at this Law and pass turn. Let the triggers do your thing. Unless he just sets up for 4 attacks.
Yeah.
Then that's pretty annoying. He has no cards in hand. Just swing 6. Swing 6.
Yeah. Without joking around though, I think both players could. The game is not like strictly over. I think both players can still win. There's definitely some swingy cards from, Betty's side that can win you the game.
Yeah.
Just depending on like if Luffy can just get nothing good and just lose too.
I mean, true. I mean, this smoothie's pretty good. You don't have to get rid of that wall.
Different context.
Wrong smoothie. I gotta tell you.
Man, this smoothie is really good.
I hate
2021.
I hate to break it to you. Let's get rid of the koala. Excuse me. He's counting his
you
Dom.
get another queen. Queen is such a good
out.
card right here. Polly is also a great card.
That's 100% better.
Yeah.
100% better. Because now you're setting up for 4.
And then I think you still, I mean, they've got no cards.
No, you swing. Yeah, you swing.
Yeah, but
unless it's a Bart.
On. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you. I don't know what you did.
Yeah, unless this is a Kuma.
Yeah. If it's a Kuma or something else that doesn't require a pitch. Yeah, this is pretty much how you win against Betty, but like we just didn't get there the right way.
Yeah.
We just kind of stumbled our way into this. I gotta tell you. No offense to either player. It's just a little weird sequencing on both ends.
And I mean, this is week 0 for the format, right? Like these are new cards for a lot of players, and I guess especially so because we have proxies are legal because people have a hard time getting product for this, and regardless of how this going 5-0 in an event like this still is, I think, really great.
Pretty sick.
Like you didn't like maybe this game you stumbled a little bit, but there's no way you stumbled 5 rounds in a row, right? And still got it.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, of course not. Get rid of the page 1. Get rid of the page 1. That's all I gotta do. Go 8. You know you don't have enough. You know you're not using that Dawn. You know you're not using that Dawn. You gotta keep 1 in hand in case you get a trigger off life. Doesn't have to be if it's something else.
All right, we're playing
4.
Oh, okay.
So Tori, which is a 2K. Doesn't matter at this point, to be honest. But yeah, you gotta keep 1 in hand for one of your triggers. If it's a Sanji, that's great.
Yeah, Sanji like wins you the game.
Yeah, it's great. But that's what I was gonna say. Like Kaido gets around it, King gets around it. It's a lot of stuff that gets around it. Carefully taking a life. And it's a beige. Just kidding.
No, don't wish that on me.
It's not a beige.
9.
Okay. 3 open means he might have the event card, which is what?
A plus
4K?
I think
or
it's
6K?
a plus.
I think it's a 6K.
It's a plus 4K. Let me see.
I forgot. I haven't.
It's under. It's under for what it is.
It is 3K.
It is 3K. Yeah.
Yeah. So unless he doesn't account for that.
I mean, can you even lose from this spot? Yeah,
I don't
you can.
know. Yeah,
If
probably.
they have Inazuma. If you have another blocker, if you play blocker, you can't lose. I feel like that wins you the game.
Yeah, you would need a pretty specific combination of cards to.
You need 2K, 2K, 2K. I think, right? Well, with 5, 11. Nah, you even 2K, 2K, 2K.
Okay. Go on the safe route here.
Fine. Yeah, I think that's the safer choice. It would need to be like the plus 3K and a 2K and a 2K.
Yeah.
But I can't immediately think of a way you get punished for this. I guess it's like double Inazuma into.
Yeah. That's the only thing. Because he only has 1 card in hand, so you just have to swing twice for 6 at least, and then the rest just do the math. Discord.
Discord is Discord.
Just fixing up some Dawn math. So I went to Dawn here. I mean, I highly doubt he plays Roast Luffy. You'd know better than I.
Yeah, I don't think Rush Luffy. I mean, I can say what's common, but like this is again like this for people are playing whatever they want.
Yeah. Fire Fist can kill if you have Otama or Koala.
Yeah, but then that's a lot of Dawn that you could have used to
go for game, sure.
Yeah.
Also, it's a lot of cards out of hand. May as well use leader effect. What's the difference? Literally nothing.
Yeah, unless you have a way to pop something with the addition of Fire Fist.
Oh.
All right, think about 5 now. Okay.
I lost audio for a second. I didn't hear anything you said.
Okay, yeah, just yeah, we just take the block. I would not be very afraid.
Oops. Oh, there you go. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, good.
I don't think I couldn't not hear you, but you were quiet for a second, so maybe not.
Yeah, it cut me out for a second.
All right, so we're using the Volt.
Well, it's good. Just doesn't affect either 5-drop, and it only gives you a boost.
Yeah.
And it also means you only have 1 attack.
I mean, what are you afraid of? Like Inazuma plus pitch a card, but that's still not enough?
Yeah. It's not. Ooh, and we get a trigger. We'll take the trigger any day.
All right, passing.
Okay. Swing 5.
Oh, they're putting everything on
Just
14.
no, not the BM. Come on.
Yeah. Oh, okay, so they did have the card, but they didn't have the perfect for it. Yeah, so he did play around it kind of. He exactly to tie at 11, but not to get to 12.
Gotcha. Makes sense. And hey, Purple Luffy takes it down to no surprise, to be honest. It's a very good deck. And you're going to continue to see it throughout the OP05 meta.
Yeah.
Isn't that right?
I hope so. You're echoing for me, Chad. If he's echoing, I'm sorry, but Brian's doing silly stuff.
I ain't doing nothing, brother.
Damn it. Damn it.